What's up, guys? Welcome to the first vlog of 2019, and it's gonna be amazing. Finally, the AFC Asian Cup is here, and India is in it, and it's gonna start today itself. By the way, AFC Asian Cup for the uninitiated is Asia Football Confederation's Asian Cup, and it's gonna be held in the UAE. And I hope all you Indians are getting pumped up because we are gonna be facing Thailand tomorrow itself, and then we are going to be facing Bahrain and UAE, the teams in our group, to qualify for the round of 16. It's like it's this tournament is from the January 5th to the February 1st. Group stages, 4 teams in each group. Then the teams to qualify from the groups go into the round of 16s. Then the quarterfinals, semi-final, and the final on this 1st of February. And India have a real good chance to qualify from their group. I'll tell you why. The Asian Cup has teams like Japan, the Koreas, Iraq, Iran, China, even Australia somehow managed to come into the Asian Cup. I don't know how that works, but yeah, they have managed that, and we have not drawn any of those. We have absolutely managed to help ourselves by having a great qualifying campaign and not getting into the paths of any of these teams. We have the hosts in UAE, which are going to be tough to beat. They're having a better FIFA ranking than us as well. And then we have the likes of Thailand, which is the first game tomorrow, and Bahrain. These teams are in the bottom 100 of the FIFA rankings, and they are teams which we can absolutely beat on our day. And I would have been more confident going into these games if the last 5 games of India had been better. But after the Intercontinental Cup, especially, we haven't had such great games, and that's also due to our opposition in the mainly the last few games in China and Oman, which are pretty tough oppositions, and we played these games away from home. So I can understand why we played the way we did. And another thing is we are not a top 50 team or something like that in international football to have a dominating performance or anything. We are playing the way we should against teams which are better than us, and that's the way to improve, playing these teams on a regular basis and improving our games so that we can reach a higher level. There's a process going on in the international football level, and I'm all for it. And the great thing about these games is although we struggled in them, we didn't concede. And all credit goes to the defense, man. The defense of Sandesh Jingan, Anas Eda Thodika, that's a tough name to pronounce, but I'll get it right. Then Subhashish Bose and Preetham Kotal, these guys are phenomenal. Even the midfielders, Pranay there, Udanta Singh, Anirudh Thapa, all these guys. And most importantly, our goalkeepers are absolutely the best in the world right now. I am not hesitant in saying that because, especially Gurpreet Singh Sandhu, this guy, he saves penalties for fun. He's the best keeper you can ask for your national team. He saves from close range. He saves from long range. He is very confident in going ahead and taking out the corners and the free kicks, and yeah, he saves penalties for fun. And even in the last game against Oman, although it was a closed door game, it's been pointed out that Amrinder Singh was phenomenal as well. I didn't know why he played instead of Gurpreet Singh. Maybe Gurpreet was having a rest, or maybe he's a niggle or something. I hope he's fit for the AFC Cup. And yeah, the defense looks rock solid. The problem, especially in the game against China, was attacking. And if you look at it, our two main strikers, JJ Lalfeklu and Sunil Chetri, haven't scored that much. Even in the ISL season, JJ hasn't scored at all. And that's a worry, especially going into the major tournament like this. I really want us to beat both Bahrain and Thailand, and if that has to happen, our strikers need to be on form. Even Nazari, whoever, even in that game against China, Nazari had a great chance. Then Sunil Chetri missed an easy one, and these are all chances in the penalty area of China, and few of them even in the 6 yard area. And Udanta Singh had a good chance on the volley. Even JJ had a good chance. Sunil had a good chance. All of them missed their chances, man. For few of them at the end were one-on-ones, and we simply missed the opportunity to have one up on China. We could have had that in their home turf, and we absolutely missed that. And the other thing that worries me is our transition from defense to attack. Quite a few times, like, if I don't want to compare the big teams, like the problem right now happening is, although it's a great problem to have, is India is getting a lot of football fans, and these fans are eager fans, man. They are fans of the EPL, Manchester United, big fans, man, current Manchester City fans, and they are coming in to support Indian national team, and they are getting frustrated by the way we play. There have been hashtags on social media of Stephen Constantine out and all that sort of stuff. People saying he plays like Jose Mourinho and all that, and I don't get that, because how can you compare a team like Manchester United, a coach coaching a team of Manchester United, to a coach coaching a team Indian national team? And I don't get that. For starters, people don't even look at the position we are in the FIFA rankings, in the development of our national team. And I think even the players, if I'm not wrong, all are happy, absolutely thrilled to have Stephen Constantine as a national team coach. He even won us the Intercontinental Cup. So I don't think what more you can ask for. He's had, I think he has a long-term plan, and he's working on it, and we are turning into a team that is tough to beat. The only question is, can we convert it into a team who can win? And that's where let me come back to the problem. Let me compare the Indian national team to the Mumbai City FC team. See, now Mumbai City FC team, although we are second in the league in the ISL this season, and although we are getting better day by day, we have our share of problems, We can't control the possession right now, and so we give away lots of possession. Most of the games we have around 40% possession, and that's okay, because when we have the possession, our transition from defense to attack is so quick. We almost counter each and every time. Passing is very precise and on point, and it's high quality football when we have the possession, and that's not the case with India. There are quite a few misplaced passes, especially from defense to the midfield. And whenever midfield has ball, there is not much running on the wings. We usually go directly to our attackers. If you want, that's a similar problem with Manchester United when it was under Jose Mourinho, that they used to go to Lukaku, and we don't even have tall players in the offensive third. So Sunil Chetri and JJ both are short players, and it's difficult to make those transitions. And when we don't have that much players running on the wing, it's usually the ball from midfield to the attackers in Chetri or JJ, who have to bypass the defense, and that usually gets cut out by the defense, and so we don't create much chances in this Indian team. And yeah, a lot of people are frustrated by it. I hope Stephen Constantine has seen it and is working on it. I'm sure he is. But the main thing is, if we don't lose a game in the group stages, we are still into the round of 16. I'm not expecting that we go into semis or anything like that. I'm genuinely not. I'm realistic about chances, but being realistic, we should be getting out of the group stage in the AFC Asian Cup, and that's exciting as much. Tomorrow we have our first game against Thailand. Hope that somehow we can bypass the thing. Even when we have our corners or free kicks, Sandesh Jingan is the only realistic person with a height to go in and have a chance of heading the ball. We just don't have the height in our team. Even our midfield is short, our attack is short. Just Sandesh Jingan, maybe even Anas. But yeah, they can't help much unless there's a set piece opportunity. So yeah, we just need to bypass the defense with some new tactics. Then it is an absolutely exciting opportunity, this AFC Asian Cup. We have had a great qualifying campaign. We have qualified with 2 games to spare, so that's a positive to think about when we go into the Asian Cup. And tomorrow is India versus Thailand at 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time, and we all should be tuned in, man. It's going to be exciting to see our national team at a major tournament. So I hope we have many more. But for now, it's time to support India, back the blue, and hope we win the AFC Asian Cup. Until then, like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more videos on the Indian journey in the AFC Asian Cup. Until then, see you around. Bye bye.